Well, we got big news from Royal Caribbean today as we have officially gotten the home port of Star of the Seas. So let's dive right in and take a look. What's going on, everybody? My name is Brandon. If you like cruise news, cruise vlogs, and ship tours, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and hit that notification bell to be notified every time we upload a new video. We do have Allure of the Seas cruise vlogs coming out every Monday and Friday, followed by closely with the Icon of the Seas cruise vlogs that are coming out shortly after in February, as we were sailing on one of the first few sailings for Icon. And then one last thing, we also do have the new Cruising is Life podcast that we just started up. It's available here on YouTube and on Spotify, so go check it out. Anyways, enough of me rambling. Let's dive right into today's video. So first things first, let's go ahead and talk really quickly about Icon of the Seas. Icon of the Seas is coming out in January of 2024. January 17th, I believe, is the exact date. She's going to be sailing from the port of Miami, and she actually was just delivered officially to Royal Caribbean. So she is now officially a member of Royal Caribbean's fleet. Very, very exciting. A huge, huge milestone as Icon of the Seas, this big, long project that has been pretty much going on since 2016 when she was first ordered. The project is now complete, at least the first ship. The first step in this massive, massive project. Icon of the Seas is ready to go, ready to sail with her first set of passengers in January of 2024. There's a few final touch-ups that need to be done to the ship, of course, before she starts entering service. That's why she's getting delivered now in November of 23 and not sailing until January of 24. So last few things, and of course some media sailings as well, just to preview the ship, I'm sure, given the importance and the magnitude of this ship and what it has on the industry. So she's not quite ready just yet, but she is finished, if that makes any sense. So anyways, let's dive right into the main topic of today's video. Star of the Seas is going along nicely in construction. Her keel is in the shipyard and ready to go now that Icon of the Seas has been delivered, ready to go out of the shipyard. Mindshift Relax is the next ship that's going out of Meyer Turku. She just floated out into the wet dock area for her final touches. So what that means is now there is enough space in the dry dock area for the blocks to start coming together for Star of the Seas. The keel is in the shipyard, like I said, so the keel laying ceremony should be happening very, very soon, which pretty much signifies the start of the major part of the construction process as the superstructure starts coming together. Of course, because the blocks have not started coming together just yet and the keel has not been laid, we are still a very long way from the arrival of Star of the Seas, as she's not set to debut for another year and a half. But following the announcement of the delivery of Icon of the Seas, we finally got another update on Star of the Seas, as we only got her name maybe about a month ago. But I'm very excited. Here on the Space Coast at Port Canaveral, we will be getting Star of the Seas for 7-day sailings from Port Canaveral in the summer of 2025. Very, very exciting. I'm wondering what they're now going to do with Wonder of the Seas, as her itineraries have not been announced yet. I'm wondering if maybe she will go to Miami, Fort Lauderdale. She could go a couple different places, but of course, main focus is Star of the Seas. She will likely be doing the typical 7-night sailings out of Port Canaveral, at least with the Oasis class, and I'm sure Icon class is going to be the same thing. When it comes to sailing out of Port Canaveral for the 7-day sailings, they typically only do Eastern Caribbean, which is usually Coco Cay, St. Martin, St. Thomas. That's what I did on the Wonder, and usually they do it one way going there, and then they do the reverse the next week. So Coco Cay, St. Martin, St. Thomas, and then the next week they'll do St. Thomas, St. Martin, Coco Cay. That's what the Wonder of the Seas does right now. There are random occasional 7-night Western Caribbean sailings, but it is very difficult for them to do. For some reason, I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just a scheduling thing. But anytime I've noticed that Wonder has done the 7-night sailings Western Caribbean, she will be doing very, very high speeds back to Port Canaveral the night before on those Saturday nights before she's set for her arrival on Sunday morning back in Canaveral for her turnaround. I've seen her do 23 to 24 knots, which is crazy speeds for a ship that size, of course. But so we might see a couple Western Caribbean itineraries from Star of the Seas, but mostly and primarily we're going to be seeing these Eastern Caribbean cruises, most likely going to Coco Cay and a few other islands, probably San Juan as well, maybe mixed in there here and there. But we don't have the official itineraries just yet, but that's likely what it's going to be. Bookings are set to open up on December 5th of 2023, so just a couple days, actually a little less than a week from today, as it is November 30th of the day I recorded this and uploaded this. So not too much longer until we get the Star of the Seas here in Port Canaveral. I'm very, very excited to be getting that ship. I'm definitely going to be trying to sail on one of the first sailings of her as well, since I already am on one of the first sailings for Icon. These ships are incredible. I cannot get over how incredible these ships are. But again, we have a long way to go for Star of the Seas, but it is very exciting. There's a lot of speculation of where she was going to go, as some people thought she was going to go to Galveston, given that they have access to liquefied natural gas. A lot of people thought maybe they were going to do double Icon class in Miami. And I was a firm believer that she was going to come to Canaveral, so I did, kind of toot my own horn here. I called this. But I called it. That's all I'm going to say. But I am very excited that I was right in my predictions there. So interested to see what they're going to do with Wonder of the Seas, since we have Utopia on the 3 and 4 night itineraries. Wondering if they're going to do 7-night itineraries for Wonder of the Seas somewhere else, maybe Fort Lauderdale or Miami. Should be interesting to see. We'll definitely be getting updates on that very soon, as those itineraries are scheduled to come out probably sometime next week as well, I believe. Anyways, let me know what your thoughts are down below on Star of the Seas coming to Port Canaveral. Where did you think she was going to go? Are you excited for her to go to Port Canaveral? I certainly am, because I go to Port Canaveral all the time to ship spot and see all the ships there. I see Wonder of the Seas almost every weekend at this point, just to watch her sail away. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments. Check out the Cruising is Life podcast on Spotify and here on YouTube again. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.